Hey, so today something came up in my day that I figured that I'd talk about because I think it affects everybody. Me doing this has brought up a lot of change and the uncomfortable feeling. The first thing, making the video, getting comfortable with looking at myself, all those different things. And then also the changes of understanding how to relate it to people. And then I started talking to some other people, some other friends of mine, and realizing how we've all changed and grown over the years and how that changes connections too, and why it makes it so uncomfortable. Well, from studying Mel Robbins, she does a great job of explaining how our brain works. There's tons of other self-help out there that explain how our brain works, and Mel does a really good job of it in explaining that our brain's primary function is safety. Now, being that safety is our primary function, when all of a sudden you start to change things and you feel uncomfortable, your brain puts on these alarms and they go, wait, oh, 1 second. Why are you feeling so uncomfortable? That's not right. If you don't feel good, then we need to look at this. And it puts on the brakes. And as soon as it puts on the brakes, then your mind takes over and all these thoughts come in because your brain actually creates these thoughts to try and stop you from doing things, even if the things are good for you, like exercise. Over the winter, of course, I wasn't as active as I should be. I got lazy and gained some weight. So now I'm trying to put into a new routine of exercising and eating healthy and genuinely taking care of myself. And it's a good thing, but it'll make me uncomfortable. And in doing that, my brain actually stops me sometimes, and I have to look at it and realize it's just a thought and there's nothing to it, because it's a good thing for me. There's no reason for it to stop me, but it does. It'll come up with, oh, you can do that later. Or, oh, that doesn't feel so good. Or, oh, you know you like sugar. You know you like sweets. Oh, come on, you can't give up the bread. All of those things, right? But you have to ignore it. The other thing then can go into relationships and change. And how you'll look back and you'll say, oh, we used to be this way. Oh, I remember when I was like that, and I don't understand how I'm not like that anymore. I've kind of lost a piece of myself. I fell victim to that, and I believed my thought, and I believed that, oh, I'm missing a piece of myself. I used to be so much more flamboyant and so much more fun, and all of a sudden I'm not doing that anymore. But that wasn't true. The statement itself is not true. It is completely untrue. You never lose a piece of yourself. You grow, you evolve. Change is what we're all meant to do. If you look at our natural order of things in all living things, we change from a baby to a toddler to a child to a youth to a teenager to a young adult to middle-aged to senior. We're meant to change. We're meant to grow. And these thoughts in our brains that create us to think that it's not okay to change, that it's not okay to get wrinkles, it's not okay to get the gray hair, it's all of these things, it's not true. It's simply not true. There's nothing true about it. It's all a lie. The truth is, we need to embrace all of those things because the reality is they happen. And trying to fight reality and what actually is happening in the world makes no sense. We need to look at our thoughts and realize that they are just those things and that they really make no sense. And they don't even understand the outside world. Because that's not a logical thought. There's nothing logical or truthful about it. Yet, we believe it. How many of us fall victim to, today, I was going to color my hair because, well, I was feeling uncomfortable with it. And I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad my friend Linda talked me out of it. She's like, oh, your hair's beautiful. It looks so good. You've got some gray in there, but that's okay. It is okay. It's okay to have some gray hair. It's going to happen. I'm in my 40s. To have a couple of gray hair, that's not so bad. I'm doing pretty good. But I thought I needed to, because I was believing the thought that, oh, I should cover that up. But I'm really, really grateful I didn't. I'm grateful that she said that, and I'm grateful I realized, no, I actually really like it. So embracing change is just understanding your thoughts. This third thing to embracing changes are you can trick your brain, get a little excited about it. Because I mean, we have 5 basic needs. One of them is certainty and safety, which are brain primary function. But number 2 is uncertainty. We all need some excitement in life. We need some little bits of things to look forward to. Change is that. As scary as it is to do the change, we're still excited about the change. Now there's a debacle. Our yo-yo brain going, ooh, don't do that, that's scary. And then your brain goes back down and it's like, ooh, but that's exciting, let's do it. And then when you're faced with actually doing it, you're like, oh no, why did I say to do that? I didn't mean to do that. What am I thinking? If you really start looking at that and how ridiculous your brain is and see how unlogical it is, maybe you can look at some of those thoughts a little easier, swipe them to the side and say, okay, brain, I'm taking over. We're just gonna deal with what comes at us. And you can't shut down the brain's chatter. It's gonna be there. You just have to sit back and watch. Okay, you're just thoughts. You can't hurt me. I'm gonna deal with it. That's just what came up today. Cheers.